everyone. This is Zeta Math, and welcome to the first of what I hope will be many videos in a new series, which I'm going to call uncreatively the Puzzle of the Week series. So each week I do a dozen plus puzzles on stream, and I know most of you don't watch all of my streams. I mean, I hope that you do, but I imagine that most of you do not watch all of the streams. Now, there are VODs there for the streams, so if you miss a stream and you want to go back and see something, you can go back and look it up. Tristan diligently maintains, and they'll be linked below, a catalog of all the puzzles that have ever been done on the stream with links so that you can go straight to them, so that you can watch whatever puzzles you want. But most of you probably don't want 12 hours of me a week, and so my plan is to post one puzzle from each week that I think is sort of like the best puzzle / solve of the week. Now, what that really means is I'm choosing what I think will be the best use of your time if you just want to watch a shorter video of me solving a puzzle. So it's not necessarily the best puzzle, it's the best combination of puzzle and solve. In this case, that puzzle is 4 times the entropy, 4 times the fun, by 2 to 10th. I've really been enjoying entropic lines puzzles lately. They combine a lot of the coloring that those of you who regularly view the channel know that I like, together with some of the sort of interesting logic that shows up on whisper lines. And so I've really been enjoying these sorts of puzzles, and I think this is one of the very best I've done. Before I cut to the video of me on stream, I should also mention, of course, that I do stream. All the VODs are there. But also, every Wednesday and Saturday I stream. On Wednesday, I stream for 8 hours. On Saturday, I stream for 4 hours. So you're welcome to stop by. Again, links down below. You can subscribe to the channel to get notifications of when the streams go live. I hope if you haven't seen the streams yet that you'll come and enjoy it. As you'll see from this clip, the streams tend to be quite interactive. There's a lot of chat interaction going on, so please come, please participate in all of the fun. Last up, I would like to say thank you to all of the patrons who support the channel. The patrons have helped us afford a lot of things, like a better setup for the camera, a better microphone, all of these sorts of things. It really helps to have the support. It really encourages me to stream more and make more content. If you'd like to join the Patreon, patreon.com/ZetaMath, and we will be sure to thank all of the patrons in everything we do. Every math video, every Sudoku video, every stream, etc., etc. So we really do appreciate your support. Again, if you would like to join us, patreon.com/ZetaMath. And now, on to Past Zeta to solve 4 times the entropy, 4 times the fun. Hope to see you soon. And I'm going to explain the rules for this new puzzle. I will note that there's going to be digits appearing in this puzzle almost immediately. So if you want, as I explain the rules, you can figure out where the digits are going. But anyway, this is an entropic lines puzzle, which I've been enjoying entropic lines puzzles lately. So we're going to do that. So entropic lines puzzles are all about high, mid, lowity. So they're all about the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. So for these we will call the low digits. Note, by the way, depending on whether you're doing a German whispers puzzle or a entropic lines puzzle, you will call different digits the low digits. So here we have the low digits 1, 2, 3, the high digits 7, 8, 9, and then we have the middle digits 4, 5, 6. The way entropic lines work is that along an entropic line, we have to always have every 3 consecutive digits have to, every 3 consecutive digits along the string have to have 1 high, 1 mid, and 1 low in some order. So yes, what happened is last stream I did a bunch of 2 to 10th puzzles, so then I went to log my solves of them on Logic Masters Germany, and in so doing, I saw that 2 to 10th had an entropic lines puzzle that I didn't know about. And as my current kick is entropic lines puzzles, I was like, well, I have to do that right away. So here we are. So now we're doing an entropic lines puzzle by 2 to 10th. That is how it works. The other rule is that these are quadruples. I assume they're quadruples. I didn't actually read the rules. Do the rules not even say? Oh, no, yeah, these are quadruples. So within the cells touching this, there's at least 1 4 and 1 5. In this particular instance, I can promise you that there is 1 4 and 1 5. Here, though, there could be 2 4s, and that's totally okay if there's 2 4s. Okay, so how is this going to work? So the first thing that you can notice right away is that in boxes 1 and 9, there is a given digit. And so why do I say that? It's because I can look at these 3 digits, and I can look at these 3 digits, and both of those strings of 3 digits have to contain a low digit. However, 2 of the low digits in the box are already gone. So 1 and 2 have already left from this quadruple. So the only low digit left in this box is 3, and that digit has to satisfy both this line and this line, which means the only place I can do it is there. So this digit is immediately a 3. And by exactly the same reasoning, this digit is a 6. And so now we get to dance. And I'm told I dance something like this from Rank's stream. So I am going to do my digit dance like this. That doesn't quite feel like what I normally do, but that is my impression of Rank's doing an impression of me doing the thing. Okay, so now, even though I'm not 100% certain that it is going to be useful in this puzzle, we are going to color. And so low digits are going to be blue, high digits are going to be orange, and middle digits are going to be purple, I believe. And so because entropic lines repeat, we know this digit's going to be low, this digit's going to be low, and that digit's going to be low, if I did that correctly. And this digit's going to be middling, this digit's going to be middling, and this digit's going to be middling. So, in fact, if you go ahead and fill in candidates, this is a 1-2 pair. Oh, not blue-purple? What did we do last time? I thought last time we settled on blue-purple and started with something else. I'm happy to do any color that is not blue-purple. Just pick one. And then these are from 4 or 5. Okay. Blue, yellow. Okay, so middle is going to now be yellow. Okay. I would have thought yellow and orange would be a problem, but whatever. I believe people who tell me that this is better for them, so I will work on that. Okay, so that gives us a pretty huge start, actually, to this puzzle. So now, what are we going to do with the rest of our lives now that we have this start to this puzzle? I admit I didn't really make it further than pencil marking this in my head when I started this. Well, high has to be orange. I don't think high being orange is negotiable. Blue, green, and orange sounds good. I like blue, green, and orange. If we could, we could do green instead of yellow. That would be fun. Fine. Okay, let's see. Nicholas is interested in row 5. Let's see. So is it what's going on this particular line? These are the same. These are the same. So all 3 of these are the same. Not sure that that's useful. I will say I like Carl's point. We know the color of this point. Because this point sees all the blues in the row, and it sees all the yellows in the column. So therefore, this is yellow. So this is a 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it has 3 of the same high, mid, lowity. I just don't know if that's useful yet. But yeah, it has all of whatever that high, mid, lowity is. So Nicholas's point, just to elaborate, and I like the point, I just don't think we can use it just yet, is that all 3 of these are the same high, mid, lowity. And so that high, mid, lowity never appears anywhere else in the row. I just don't know that we can do anything with that just yet. Could be wrong. Maybe there's something we could do with it, but I don't see it yet. Okay, so now I know the color of this cell. Because now I know there's 2 oranges down here, there's an orange here, and so this cell is blue. Again, there's 3 oranges in the column, 2 of them have been eaten up by these, all the yellows have been eaten up by here. Likewise, this cell now sees all the blues and all the oranges, so it is yellow. Okay, so we've got 2 blues, 2 yellows, and so these 2 cells now both have to be orange, because these 2 cells have the same high, mid, lowity, and I've already used 2 yellows and 2 blues in the box, so these are orange. And so if you like, this is a blue-yellow pair. I'm not sure I actually want to mark that, but it's true that these are a blue-yellow pair. I think it's going to get ugly if I try and consistently mark that. Okay, so now if I look at this string, I know this string has an orange in it. So there are no oranges over here, which means this digit's not orange, which means that digit has to be orange, which then percolates up the rest of the line, which then makes yellows trickle down the line, like that. Again, I needed a high in these 3 digits, and I know that's not high, and I knew this wasn't high because of the oranges in the row, and so that told me that was that. Okay, now there's 2 yellows, 2 oranges, plus a yellow and an orange on here, so I know both of these are blue, and so I know those are a 1-2 pair. And now by examining this quadruple, I know these are a 4-6 pair, which means they're yellow. Let's see. Kind of don't want to say this, but this seems to be going pretty well. So well, yeah, obviously this isn't yellow. Row 4, column 7, 8. Ah, good point. Okay, Barbie has it. This is, remember I said I didn't want to mark it, but it's a yellow-blue pair, so it's the last yellow for the row. Wait, no, that doesn't... We already knew this cell wasn't yellow. Do I know one of these is blue? Yeah, right, okay. One of these 2 cells is blue. That's the point. So these are different colors, I know, because of the coloring on this string. What colors are they? Well, neither of them is yellow. And I know that because there's a yellow here and 2 yellows here. In fact, the yellow here is a 5, if you want to be super specific. So these are not yellow. These are orange and blue, which I mark only so that I can mark the corresponding cells. These are orange and blue, and this cell is actually yellow. I'm going to not highlight those as orange and blue. But that does mean that yellows are gone for this row. I've used a blue here and I've used a blue here, so blues are gone for the row, and so therefore this cell is not yellow or blue, it is orange, which then percolates down the rest of the line, which then makes these blue. And as is being pointed out by Barbie, we have a 5 in the box. So although I assume this is going to be all coloring, we actually can disambiguate these 2 digits now. So this is going to be 4 or 6. This is 4 or 6. So that is all going to plan. Okay, so now these 3 cells are not blue, by Nicholas's much earlier point. Because if they were blue, that would be 4 blues in the row. Let's see, if this cell is blue, it would make that blue. That would be okay. Okay, I don't think I quite can resolve that yet. Let's see. Alima is saying the color of row 4, column 5 is known. Right. This is a yellow-blue pair. No, sorry. This is a blue-orange pair. This is a blue-yellow pair, which means that all of the blues and all of the yellows are gone for this row. So this cell is orange. And so that's going to get us a whole bunch more. Good catch, Alima. We actually knew this whole row, so that's orange. 1, 2, 3, that's orange. And now, as stated, the Nicholas points aren't blue, and the Nicholas points aren't orange, so the Nicholas points are yellow. And so now these points are blue. That's all the blues for column 7. And so that's blue and that's yellow, because remember, this is a blue-yellow pair, which tells us where the 5 is. It's there. That's not a 5. Let's see. So, yeah, these are a blue-orange pair. I knew it was going to be an important observation, Nicholas. I just didn't see how to use it right at the beginning. But I knew as soon as we got something like this, it was going to be very relevant. So now, in fact, all of these points are orange, because we've got all the blues and all the yellows for the row. So the 9, in fact, is in one of these cells. And this 7, 8, I can't put 7 or 8 here. So this is a 7, 8 pair. Because 7 and 8 are orange. Now, where's the 8 going on this quadruple? The 8 is now going down here. So we can mark that. Let's see. This column, I have all of the oranges. So this cell's not orange. Yeah, so Tristan points out that's a 9. Wait, nope. Sorry, that's an 8. It's an 8. That's a 9. Sorry. It's an 8 because if I look at my 8s just by Sudoku, this digit's an 8. I just lost track. And then this completes the 7, 8, 9 triple. So that's a 9. So this is not a 9. This is not an 8. Let's see. Okay, where does orange go on this line? I only get one orange, and this digit is the same as that digit. So neither of these are orange, and that's not orange. So this is orange and is a 9. So that's our oranges for the row. Now my column has its oranges done. So that cell is orange, and that cell is yellow. Now the yellows for this column are done, so these two cells are blue. So that's blue, and that's yellow. More just awesome, awesome, fun stuff. Let's see. Where else do we find joy in this universe that we find ourselves in? Has anyone seen Raised by Wolves? Very good show, by the way. Just speaking of things that spark joy in my life lately. Let's see. Oh, that fixes the box 9-4. Thank you, chat. So that's a 9. Excellent. All right, so this box needs a yellow and a blue. Okay. It seems not super helpful. This row needs a 7. The 7 in this row is going to go in one of these two places. I can at least say that. So that's not going to be the 7. Actually, neither of those is the 7. So one of these two is going to be a 7. Can this digit possibly be a 7? Maybe. I should pencil mark that these are 7, 8. Let's see. Box. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Alima. Box 6 now only has one thing left. So when I'm looking for rows, columns, and boxes where I can finish the coloring, or where I can do more coloring, I probably should see that this is one of them. So this is orange. It's a 7 or a 9. All of the oranges are done in this column. Let's see. Row 5, column 8. Row 5, column 8 just is a 6 per Nicholas's point. So this is a 4 or a 5, and it's actually this cell sees both a 5 and a 6, so it's a 4. So these are a 5 and a 6. Let's see. Where else can we go about finding cool things? Let's see. Sam says row 7, column 7 is yellow. It sees all the oranges in the row and all the blues in the columns. Sweet spot. Good job, Sam. So this is one of my favorite coloring tricks. All the oranges in the row are gone, so it's not orange. All the blues in the column are gone, so it's not blue, and so therefore it can only be yellow. And so it is a 4, because it sees a 6 and a 5. For what it's worth. Let's see. Riff Clown says the last, I guess Skunkworks, who I assume is Riff Clown, but could be anyone, says the last blue is placed in box 3, because that cell can't be blue, because all the blues in the column are gone, so that's blue. I agree. That's yellow. So that's a 6 right away. And now that means this cell's orange, which is the last orange for this box. So these are blue and yellow. One of them's a 5, of course. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. I'll go ahead and fill in. This is a 7 or an 8. I'm trying to keep track of things where there's only one value. These are a 4-5 pair. Where there's a value knocked out of them. I'm not doing the best job of updating that, but we'll see. Row 6, column 8 is a 9, says Alok. How do I know that this isn't the 9? Good point from Garion. The 5 is gone in this box, so one of these two is a 5. So therefore, this cell's not yellow, because it sees 4 and 6. The remaining digit's a 5. So, in fact, this is the yellow cell. It's a 5. That's the blue cell. Good spot there. Let's see. So this is a 4 or a 6. So the remaining yellow is a 5 in this column. Let's see. Yeah, so 7. Right. 7, got it. Okay, I decided not to pencil mark this before because it's across boxes, but I should have because it's useful. This quad needs a 7. It's not going down here because of the 7, 8. So the 7 needs to go in one of these two cells. In particular, and a bunch of people have been saying this, I just did not understand it until this moment. So one of these two is a 7. So in particular, this is never 7. So that is a 9. This is a 7 or an 8. That being a 9 makes that a 7, which makes that an 8, which makes that a 7, which makes that an 8, which now means that has to be a 7, because I need one on the quadruple. This is now a 9, because it sees a 7 and an 8. That's a 7, so that's an 8, and that's a 7, and that's an 8, and that's a 7. That's a 9. That's a 7. Let's see. These are an 8-9 pair, and I know the order. That's a 9. That's an 8. Yeah, so that was huge. I know many people in chat saw this before I did, but good job. You can pat yourself on the back if you were a fast spotter of this this interaction. Let's see. Yeah, I need an 8 in here somewhere, but I don't know where. Let's see. I must be pretty close on having just all the oranges placed. Okay. This cell can't be orange because it sees 7, 8, 9. Let's see. Oh, actually, I know there's an orange in here, so one of these two is orange. I don't know which yet. Okay, so the yellow in this... Okay, so that's all the oranges for the column. So this cell's not orange, and it's also not yellow because it sees 4, 5, and 6. So this cell is definitely blue, which is all the blues for the row. And I do know one of these two is a blue. So one of these two is a blue 3. So that's all the blues for the box. Let's see. So these two are not blue. They are yellow or orange. But I don't think I know which is which yet. These two cells are not yellow. And they're not orange. So they must be blue. Right? No, that can't be right. Because there's an orange up here, so these two aren't orange. Oh, there's not a yellow up here. That was a lie. There's not a yellow up here. So, yeah, one of these... This is a yellow-blue pair, is the point. But not sure. Good point, Garion. This pencil marked 5 tells me that this is actually a 4, which means that goes 4, 5, 4, which is actually potentially quite useful because it... So now where is the 5 in row 9? I guess I should have asked this a while ago. Where's the 5 in row 9? The 5 in row 9 can only go here. So that's the yellow, so that's the last blue. It's a 1 or a 2. Let's see. And it being a 1 or a 2 makes that a 3. We now need a yellow. That's a yellow, and it's a 5. This row needs a 6. And it needs a blue. But I don't see that as immediately being useful. Let's see. I do still need an 8. I have not ever really processed. I do still need an 8 on this quad. So one of these two is an 8. So none of those are 8. So one of these two is also an 8. And I don't know if that's useful immediately. Let's see. 4 in box 7. The 4 quad is very interesting because I placed a 4 here. So neither of those is 4. Good catch. At least Alima saw this. I think other people might have as well. So the 4 is here. So this is never a 4, and this is never a 4. So that's 6, that's 4. That 6 makes that a 4. Makes this a 5 or a 6, but it's not a 6. So it's a 5, and that's a 6, and that's a 5, which places the 5 on this quad. This is a 6. Let's see. Oh, the 4 on this quad's actually placed because there's a 4 over here. So actually, that's the 4. This is blue. Let's see. This cell's a 1 or a 2. All right. So that was a nice flurry of stuff in Madougals. The 3 on this 3-5 quad now can only go here because there's a 3 in the row. So this is a 3. This is a 1, 2. So one of these is a 3. So that's a 1, 2. So we have an X-wing on 3s over here. One of these two is also a 3, for what it's worth. Okay, so yeah, again, this row needs a blue and a yellow. Oh, but the yellow that this row needs is a 6. And the yellow that this row needs now can only go here. So this is a yellow 6. This is the last blue for the column. It's a 1 or a 2. Now, this column is now done with blues. And this cell, in addition to being not blue, is also not yellow because it sees... oh, wait, no, never mind. Sorry, this cell is yellow because I need to put a 4 in the column. Sorry, I mis-scanned. But I do need a 4 in this column. It can only go here because of the 4 down here. Or because of Sudoku, if you prefer. This cell's orange because I need an orange in the row. So this is a 7. This now has to be an 8 in order to make this quad work. So that's the 3 and that's the 3. And this is high. So this will be orange. That'll be orange. These two will be blue. Let's see, that's not a 3 anymore, of course. So this is not a 7 or a 9, it's an 8. This is not a 7 or an 8, it's a 9. This is a 1 or a 2. This column has all of its blues and all of its yellows, so it's just got 2 oranges left to finish off. And these are a 7 and an 8, and we know the order. It's an 8 and a 7. Those aren't that. This bottom row now has all of its yellows and all of its oranges, so it needs a blue. It can have one. The blue goes there. The column now needs an orange, so the orange goes there and is a 9. This row now needs a blue, so the blue is going to go here. The box is now done on blues and needs a yellow, so the yellow is going to go there. That yellow is a 6. This 1-8 needs a 1, so that's a 1. That's a 2. So that's a 1 and that's a 2. Hey, SPQ, welcome. We are having a relatively straightforward time of this puzzle. This has been a very nice little intro to stream puzzle. This is not a 3 or a 2, so it's a 1, and that's a 3, and that's a 1, and that's a 3, and that's a 2. So that's a 1. That's a 3, therefore. These are a 1 and a 2, so that's the 3 for the row. Oh, this 1 looks up, sees that that's a 2, and that's a 1, and that's a 2, and that's a 1. This 1 sees that that's a 2, and that's a 1, and that's a 2. That 2 sees that that's a 1, and that's a 2. Oh, and then we accidentally finished the puzzle. I did not even process that we had finished the coloring, much less that we were about to enter the last digit of the puzzle. But there we go. That was a really, really snappy and lovely puzzle. Big thumbs up for that one. Yeah, very, very sweet. Yeah, this was super fun. I really liked this trick. Oh, hey, there's a quadruple here that takes up 2 of the things, so therefore this has to go here. And so, yeah, this is a great intro to entropic lines, I think. I don't think it would have been super obvious to me that this digit went here if I had not done a few entropic lines puzzles recently.